Welcome to another episode of C3, Cooking with Carl Camacho. Today, we are cooking my most requested dish of all, my most served dish of all. We're going to demystify chicken spiedini. And spiedini simply just means skewered in Italian. Okay, this is not a complicated dish. You might think it's complicated, but it's not. So we're going to do equal parts of, I'm going to put about a cup of panko in. Pan. I'm using this pan because it's easy for me to work with the chicken in, and then I don't have to do dishes because I hate doing dishes. 1 cup of Parmesan Reggiano, freshly grated cheese. Not that stuff in the green can. Okay, and salt, pepper, and again, Parmesan Reggiano. It's not Parmesan. It's not Romano. It is the undisputed king of all cheeses. Crushed red pepper. Okay. Now I use this breading for a lot of things. I could use it for chicken parm. I could use it for chicken spiedini. I could use it for veal spiedini, steak. Fried mozzarella. This is, I'm going to add a little bit of flat Italian parsley. So just chopping that up. No, just going back and forth. No science. You keep the tip of the knife down, hold it with left hand, go back and forth with your right. The tip of the knife never moves. Okay, that's good. Up, in. Okay, guess what? The breading's done. Let's give it a little stir. Let's little whisk here. Okay, no, I'm not putting garlic powder in this or onion powder or anything like that. Okay, that's done. Next, we're gonna get our chicken ready. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the chicken, and I'm using chicken tenders, which are the tenderloin of the boneless, skinless chicken breast. And the reason why I use tenders is because they're easier to work with than getting breast and cutting them all up and doing that jazz. So a little bit of salt and pepper. Everything gets salt and peppered as you go. Everything. Okay, this is how you make simple food taste excellent. So we're going to add the garlic to the chicken. Okay, so far salt, pepper, and garlic. Next, we're going to add, so that this will stick. I do not batter this, okay? I do not put this in any egg wash because I'm not looking for a fried chicken crust. I just got some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just coating the chicken in that. Now, you got to use your hands. That's what you got to do. You got to get in there, mix all this up. Okay, and we're going to mix, got the garlic, got the salt, got the pepper. Getting it mixed up. Now, we're going to add the breading. The oil is basically my egg wash. Like I said, I'm not looking for fried chicken. I just need a light crust on here. Okay, so I'm going to add this straight in. Now, if I need more, I'll add it. It's way easier to add than it is to take it away later. Okay, now, we got skewering. So, I got some skewers here. And I have not put any raw meat on this cutting board, and I would like to keep it that way for right now. Okay, so take it at the small end, roll it up. So you don't have to roll it if you don't want to. You can throw it on the grill like this. Now before I get any flack on this, I know I should be grilling this outside. But due to my limitations of acoustic setting, it's best for me to do it inside on this indoor grill. Okay, so I got my last piece of chicken rolled and on. Now before I put it on the grill, which I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to just roll it in some of this extra breadcrumb mixture. Also, don't use the canned breadcrumbs, the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. I can't stand those. They're stale and they do problems. They work against you for your food flavor. I used Panko. Panko breadcrumbs is almost all I use now unless I make my own, which is just grinding down day-old bread. Okay, I'm going to take this to the grill. Okay, remember the 3 things about the grill. It's got to be hot, it has to be clean, it has to be oiled. Even though this is a non-stick grill, I'm still going to put some oil down on it, okay? Because Parmesan and breadcrumbs stick like crazy. So just put them down on the same side as the grates are going, because I'm just going to roll this as it continues to cook. Okay? I'm going to get it brown on each side. I want some nice color on it. Okay, now we're going to make the sauce. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to use my food processor just because it's easier. If you don't have a food processor, by all means, you can make it in a blender. If you don't have a blender, go buy a $10 blender, jeez. Or you can chop it all up by hand. So what I'm doing now is I got more Italian flat leaf parsley, and I'm just shaving it. Okay? Just shaving it down. You don't want these stems. These stems are tough. Not edible, even when they get chopped up. Okay, so I got about 1/4 cup, which is gonna turn into about a tablespoon once it gets chopped. Put this right here. Then I got some fresh basil. Okay, and I'm gonna add a little bit more basil in here than I did Italian flat leaf parsley, because the basil has this like black licorice summer yum flavor, and it's just really good. So that's why I'm using more of it. And then I'm gonna add about, I'd add for this, I think on the recipe I'll have it out for you, about 8 cloves of garlic, which looks like this. It's a garlicky sauce. That's why I didn't put too much garlic on the chicken, because the sauce is going to have garlic in it as well, so I don't want garlic to be the dominant flavor. Crushed red pepper, pepperoncini, salt, always salt and pepper, okay? And before you add the oil, because I'm going to add oil to this, add the acid. If it's vinegar, if you're making a salad dressing, if it's vinegar, add the vinegar, because that acid dissolves the salt. And with the oil in, the oil just keeps it whole, which you don't want. Okay, I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Okay, one of my most favorite dry herbs that I use, and I don't use a ton of them, is dry oregano. Now, my grandma used to make this when I was younger, this sauce, which Italians call mogu. You can call it a lemon garlic, lemon herb sauce. She would put in tons of oregano. I'm putting in about 1 tablespoon. Okey-doke. Now, I'm going to take it over to the blender, or to the food processor, chop it up, and add the oil. Before I blend up the sauce, I want to show you what this chicken looks like. Look, we want to turn it minimal. See that? That's what you're looking for. You want that caramelization. In order to call this a crust, it's got to be a crust. You go in there flipping it all around, jacking with it and messing with it, you're not going to get a crust, okay? So just leave it be. If you're on the gas grill and the charcoal grill, you might have to watch it just a little bit closer, but leave it be. Don't go in there flipping it all around, okay? Let's make this sauce. We've got our all our elements for our sauce. We're just going to pulse this. I'm going to pulse it because if I just go in there and let it rip, all the stuff will fly around. I know it's getting loud. I'm going to pause for a minute before I do this so you can hear me. If I just go in there and crank it down, all this stuff goes flying over the place and it won't chop up. I want it to chop up. And now let it rip. And now I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to add about 1/2 cup, maybe a teeny little bit more, of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, taste. Every second of the way, you gotta taste. So I'm gonna get the spoon, because if this doesn't have flavor, we gotta fix it now. Let me see. Needs a little bit more oil and salt. So, about another tablespoon salt. And we'll whip it on, and I'll put in a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. That's why you always taste. Boom. Look at this. Look at that. That's pretty. That's your mogu. Alright, let's check the chicken on the other side. Once we check this chicken, yeah, that looks good. That's a good color. See that? That's fine. I'll go with that. I want it to be nice and brown. Now I'm going to turn it on its side, and I'm going to use these guys as good buddies, like good buddies would do, and hold each other up as they're getting cooked. Ahoo! That's hot! Mama! Alright, let's start on the cream sauce, because I'm going to serve this with capellini with the cream sauce. So right here, I've got my pan turned on, and I turned it on to high. So I'm going to add butter. Now, I'm using heavy cream. Since I'm using heavy cream, I do not need to turn this into a roux. The cream's going to come to a boil, then it's going to come to a natural thickness. all on its own. I'm adding just a teeny pinch of garlic. 1 tablespoon, probably 1 clove. Okay? You gotta watch it because this will boil up on you big time. Okay? You have to bring it to a full boil. Once it comes to a full boil, then you turn it down to a simmer for about 10 minutes. And the reason why you do that is because until it comes to its full boil, you will never reach its full thickening power. Now I'm going to add salt and pepper. A little bit of salt. Go easy on the salt with this. You can always add. It's hard to take away. Plus, we're going to add a bunch of Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese. Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese is very salty cheese. So, watch it. Alright, look at my boys over here holding each other up. Look at these guys. That's looking good. I'm going to roll him over on the other side. These guys, man, helping each other out. That looks doing pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to drop my pasta in. Do not break this, okay? I say it every time. In Italy, this is a sense of pride. They put their heart into it. How long it could be, how thick it could be. You're breaking hearts if you do that. So just add it in, and the first 2 minutes are the most important. Twist it down, twist it down. You want the water to have enough salt where it tastes like the sea. Our pasta's done. Okay? I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna set it right there. Okay? I'm gonna put this back on. That's okay for a minute. I'm not putting any oil on that right now. In. Pasta back in the pan. Sauce in. Not too much, okay? Now, off heat, add the cheese. I'm going to add about a cup of freshly grated Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese. See, if I added that on the heat, all this would start to stick to the bottom of the pan and make a huge mess, and then burned flavor would start to permeate through my friggin' pasta, and I ain't want no burn flavor coming through. You got me? Look at this sauce. Look at that. Look at how nicely it's all come together. Okay, pulling the chicken. You want to add the sauce when it's hot. Okay, if you don't add the sauce to it while it's hot, it won't adhere to it. And we want it to adhere. Okay, so this is a little hot. Be careful. I'm probably going to say scream. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you can see it's all nicely cooked through. Perfectly cooked through. Okay? Pull this apart. The reason why we pull it off the skewers, 1, so people can eat it. 2, so I can roll it in the sauce. Okay? My hands are clean. Plus, this is for me. Okay? I know, I bet you wish it was for you, but that's why I made this video, so you can make this at home and stop spending $30 a pop on it. Okay, so now I get my sauce. That is still nicely emulsified. I'm going to add this sauce to it. This is my Mogu. Okay, you want to get this good. Okay, make sure every piece of the chicken is coated. Everything. Turn it around. You know what? Get friendly with it. Frig it. Get in there with your hands. Get friendly with it. You want this really good seasoned. Okay? So here's how we're going to plate it. Sauce this guy. Sauce this guy. A little extra with this. Add here. Add here. And add here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a $35 plate that I was able to put together for under $15. That's going to feed a family or friends of 5 or 6. Let's give this a shot. I'm going to get myself in trouble here. Oh, the flavor is so wonderful. Not too much, the cream sauce is light. Okay? You don't have all that flour and all that other junk. weighing it down. It's not too thick, it's thin. Taste the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. The crust is nice and light and goes all throughout. Not too much garlic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to C3 Cooking with Carl Camacho. I will see you next time, and yes, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Please like and share and subscribe. Catch us on Facebook, YouTube, and whatever else pops up. C3 out.